Hello students, welcome to Standard 6 History session. How are you all? Hope you all are doing great. Students, do you know this month of August is my favorite one. We are in the monsoon season, greenery all around and everything comes to life. It is also the month of bonding as well as celebration. The first week, that is the first Sunday of this month, we celebrated Friendship Day. The week after that, we had Raksha Bandhan. 2 days before, we celebrated 74th Independence Day of our country. I hope you enjoyed watching the video sent by our school. And in coming week, we are going to welcome our friendly Ganesha. I hope all of you must be busy making decorations for the Ganesh festival. Coming back to you with another history session gives me the similar kind of feeling. Today, we are going to start the new lesson of history. So before that, let us revise what you had studied in the previous session. Lesson number 3, the Harappan civilization. You studied about the first archaeological excavation of the Harappan civilization. You learnt in detail about the housing and town planning, their seals and pots, the structure of the Great Path. You also got to know about the life in the Harappan civilization, their trade in detail. Last but not the least, you understood the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Let us move ahead to another important civilization which is considered to be the foundation of Hinduism, that is the Vedic civilization. So, let us start lesson number 4, the Vedic civilization. The civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilization. The Vedas are considered to be our earliest literature. The Vedas were composed by many sages or rishis. Some Vedic hymns were composed by women. Hymns are religious songs or poems written in praise of God. Let us understand more about Vedic literature. Vedic literature is in Sanskrit language. It is very rich and diverse. There are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. The Vedic texts are known as Samhita. Vid means to know. The term Veda derives from Vid. It means knowledge. The Vedas have been preserved through the oral tradition. The Vedas are also called as Shruti. Let us start with Rig Veda Samhita. The Rig Veda is considered to be the first text. It is in the form of verses, like poetry. Each verse of the Veda is known as a Richa. So the Veda consisting of Richas is called Rig Veda. Richa means a verse composed to praise a deity. A deity means a god or goddess. When a number of Richas are put together to praise a particular deity, the poetic composition is called a Sukta. The Rig Veda consists of many suktas composed to praise different deities. The next Veda is Yajurveda Samhita. The Yajurveda contains mantras uttered during a yajna. Yajurveda provides guidance about how and when the different mantras must be chanted during yajna rites. This text includes the verses or poetic phrases and their explanation in prose. Let us listen to one of such mantra.
यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यास देहनाकं महिमानः सचन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवा ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसयसायिने नमो वयं वैष्णवणाय कुर्महे तमे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वैश्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ
Let us move ahead to the third Veda, Samaveda Samhita. The Samaveda provides guidance on singing Rigvedic verses to a set rhythm and tune at the time of yajna rites. The Samaveda has contributed in a major way in laying the foundation of Indian music. The fourth Veda is Atharva Veda Samhita. The Atharva Veda is named after Atharva Rishi. This Veda is different from the other three Vedas. The Atharva Veda is more concerned with many things in the day-to-day life of the people. It includes solutions to adversities and diseases. It also provides information about medicinal herbs. The Atharva Veda provides guidance to a king about the way he should administer his kingdom. The Vedic literature also includes the Brahmana texts, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. They were written after the composition of the Samhitas or Vedas. Let us understand about Brahmana texts. They were composed to prove guidance on using Vedic mantras in yajna rituals. Each Veda has independent texts called Brahmanas. Let us understand about Aranyakas. Aranyakas consist of the reflections or thoughts expressed after meditating with deep concentration in forests or wilderness. The Aranyakas are concerned with accurate performance of yajna rites. Upanishads. The term Upanishad indicates knowledge acquired by sitting at the feet of the teacher. Human beings have always wondered about events like life and death. It is not easy to find answers to them. The Upanishads discuss such various serious and profound issues. Profound means deep or intense. Students, this is very important to understand that the four Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and the Upanishads were composed over a period of 1500 years. During this long period, the Vedic civilization underwent many changes. To summarize, the Vedic literature is an important source for the study of those changes and of the day-to-day life in the Vedic age. We will study about the day-to-day life of Vedic people in the next session. Before that, let us revise what we learnt today. We studied that Vedic civilization is based on Vedic literature. Vedic literature is in Sanskrit. There are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. The Brahmana texts, the Aranyakas, and Upanishads were written after the composition of the Samhitas or Vedas. They are also included in Vedic literature. Here, we finish the first module of lesson number 4, the Vedic civilization. Students, please note that a reference video and a worksheet is attached with this video. Please read textbook number page number 15 and 16 and solve the worksheet in notebook. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.